Welcome back to our channel HD Ultra Rare Coins. Please watch the complete video. Only ultra rare coins information, value, worth and history updates. Today's video, we'll dive into the history, value, and worth of a classic coin, the 1944 United States of America 1-cent coin, also known as the wheat penny. If you've got one of these lying around, stick with us to find out if it's worth more than just a penny. The 1944 1-cent coin is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and two stalks of wheat on the reverse side, which symbolize prosperity and abundance. 1944 was an interesting year for the penny because it was minted during the heart of World War II. To conserve copper for the war effort, the U.S. Mint used zinc-coated steel to produce pennies in 1943. However, this led to some issues, so by 1944, the Mint returned to using copper, with many of the copper used coming from recycled shell casings from the war. There are three main mint varieties of the 1944 penny: Philadelphia Mint, over 1.4 billion were minted; Denver Mint, around 430 million were minted; San Francisco Mint, nearly 282 million were produced. While the total number minted is massive, some specific varieties of the 1944 penny can hold significant value. One of the most sought after varieties is the 1944 steel penny. Due to leftover steel blanks from 1943, some 1944 pennies were mistakenly minted in steel instead of copper. These are incredibly rare and highly valuable. If you find a 1944 steel penny, it could be worth thousands of dollars. Another error to look out for is the 1944 D over S mint mark, where the Denver mint mark was stamped over a San Francisco mint mark. This variety is a bit rarer and can add value to your coin. Now, let's talk about the value. The worth of your 1944 penny depends on its condition and any unique varieties it may have. Common 1944 pennies in circulated condition, these coins are typically worth between 3 to 10 cents. In uncirculated or mint state condition, the value can range from $2 to $5 or more, depending on the grade. 1944 steel penny. If you've got one of these rare errors, its value can reach $75,000 or more, depending on its condition. 1944 D/S mint mark error, these are more valuable than regular pennies and can be worth $50 to $100 in circulated condition, with higher grade examples fetching much more. To determine the value of your 1944 penny, pay close attention to its condition and whether it has any unique errors. The best way to do this is by examining the coin's wear. Is it heavily circulated, or does it still have sharp details? Looking for any mint marks or errors, check for that elusive D/S mint mark or the rare steel composition. Getting it graded. For rarer coins, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. And that's the story of the 1944 1-cent wheat penny. While most 1944 pennies may only be worth a few cents, $6.5 millions, certain varieties and conditions can make them much more valuable. So, take a good look at your collection. You might just have a hidden treasure. Today's video, we'll be taking a close look at the 2015 United States of America 1-cent coin. We'll explore its design, key features, and most importantly, the value and worth of this coin in today's market. Whether you're a collector or just curious about your pocket change, stay tuned. The 2015 1-cent coin, commonly referred to as the Lincoln cent, is part of the iconic U.S. penny series. It continues the long tradition of featuring Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on the obverse of the coin. On the reverse side, we have the Union shield, symbolizing unity and strength. This design was first introduced in 2010 and remains in use today. Minting year 2015. The coin is made up of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This has been the standard composition since 1982, when the U.S. Mint shifted away from the heavier copper pennies. Weight: 2.5 grams. Diameter: 19.05 mm. You'll find these coins with either a D mint mark, representing the Denver Mint, or no mint mark, indicating the Philadelphia Mint. Now let's talk about what you've all been waiting for, the value of the 2015 penny, in circulated condition, meaning it's been used in everyday transactions. The 2015 Lincoln cent is typically worth face value, 1 cent. This is because billions of these coins were produced, making them very common. Both the Denver and Philadelphia mints struck over 4 billion of these coins each. In uncirculated condition, which means the coin was never used and has retained its original mint luster, the value can increase slightly. Depending on the condition and quality, an uncirculated 2015 penny can be worth around 10 cents to 50 cents, especially for collectors looking for pristine examples. Error coins are where things get really exciting. Certain 2015 Lincoln cents may have minting errors, such as die cracks, double dies, or off-center strikes. These errors can significantly increase the coin's value. Some error pennies from 2015 have sold for anywhere from $50 to a few $100s, depending on the rarity and type of error. So, it's always a good idea to inspect your coins closely for any unusual features. If you have a 2015 Lincoln cent that's in excellent condition, you might consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Graded coins, especially those that receive a high grade like MS-67 or MS-68, can fetch prices up to $100 or more. Coins that receive the highest grades are rare and highly sought after by collectors. So, while most 2015 Lincoln cents in circulation are worth just their face value of 1 cent $70,000, coins in uncirculated condition or those with minting errors can be worth significantly more. If you're a collector, it's always fun to keep an eye out for these valuable coins. Today, we have something exciting for you: the United States of America 1 cent coin from 2016. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, right? How valuable could it really be? Well, stick around because we're about to uncover some surprising facts about this little coin, and you won't believe how much it could be worth today. Let's start with a little background. The 1 cent coin, or what we commonly refer to as the penny, has been an essential part of American currency for centuries. The 2016 penny continues the tradition, with its iconic design featuring Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. His image first appeared on the 1 cent coin in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of his birth, and it's been a constant feature ever since. The 2016 penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial series that began in 1959. In that year, the reverse design was changed from the famous wheat stalks to the Lincoln Memorial, a monument that symbolizes Lincoln's legacy. However, starting in 2010, the reverse was updated to feature the Union Shield, representing Lincoln's efforts to preserve the Union during the Civil War. The 2016 version is a continuation of that design, and it holds a special place in modern coin collecting. Now, let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this portrait has become one of the most recognizable images in numismatics. Lincoln is depicted in a dignified, forward-facing pose that symbolizes strength, leadership, and resilience, qualities that reflect his legacy as a president who led the nation through one of its most challenging periods. The reverse side of the coin features the Union Shield, designed by Lyndall Bass. The shield is a symbol of national unity, with 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies and a horizontal bar across the top symbolizing the federal government. At the center of the shield is a banner with the word 1 cent boldly displayed, emphasizing that even the smallest denomination plays a crucial role in America's economy and history. So, what makes the 2016 penny stand out from the millions of other pennies in circulation? While it may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, the key lies in its rarity and condition. Most pennies from 2016 are still in circulation today, and while they have a nominal face value of just 1 cent, certain factors can make them incredibly valuable to collectors. One of the most important things that collectors look for is the coin's condition. Coins that have been well preserved, showing no signs of wear or damage, are considered to be in mint state. A penny in mint state means it looks just like it did when it was struck at the mint. For a 2016 penny, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is rare because pennies are usually exposed to daily wear and tear. So, if you've got one that's been carefully stored and kept in perfect condition, you could be sitting on something special. But wait, there's more. Some 2016 pennies are worth more because of minting errors or unique variants. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production process. These can include things like double strikes, off-center strikes, or missing details. Collectors love error coins because they're one-of-a-kind, and they often sell for a premium. For example, there have been reports of 2016 pennies with noticeable die cracks, which are lines or splits on the coin's surface caused by a damaged die. These kinds of errors make the coin even more desirable because they're so rare. Other possible errors include planchet flaws or even variations in the metal composition that can increase the coin's value. As with most collectibles, rarity plays a huge role in determining value. While millions of 2016 pennies were produced, only a small percentage are in the kind of near-perfect condition that collectors are looking for. And within that small group, only a handful might have the rare errors that truly make them stand out. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these rare, high-grade examples. A penny that's been in circulation will naturally show signs of wear, but if you happen to have one that's been preserved in its original state, maybe tucked away in a drawer or a coin collection, you might just have a treasure on your hands. If you're wondering how to identify whether your 2016 penny is valuable, here are a few tips. First, check the condition. Does it still have its original shine, or has it darkened and worn down over time? Next, look closely for any signs of minting errors or unique features that could set your penny apart from the rest. You might even want to get your coin professionally graded by a service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They'll assign a grade based on the coin's condition, and this can significantly impact its value. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for: just how much could this little penny be worth? While most 2016 pennies will only ever be worth their face value, those rare, high-grade examples with minting errors or in mint state condition can fetch quite a bit more. In fact, one of these rare 2016 pennies recently sold for an astounding $47,000. That's right, $60,000 for a single penny. It's amazing to think that something as small as a penny could be worth so much. So, the next time you find a penny in your pocket or lying on the ground, take a closer look. You never know what treasure you might be holding. Today's video, we're taking a close look at something you might have in your pocket right now: the United States of America 1-cent coin from 2018. Now, you might think it's just an ordinary penny, but what if I told you that one of these coins could be worth an incredible amount of money? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll find out how much these 2018 pennies could be worth, and trust me, you're going to want to know. Let's start with a bit of history. The humble 1-cent coin, or penny, has been part of American currency since 1793, making it one of the most iconic coins in the United States. The 2018 penny is part of the modern Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, is honored on this coin in celebration of his profound impact on the country's history, especially for leading the nation through the Civil War. Since 2010, the reverse side of the penny has featured the Union Shield design, a symbol of national unity and strength. This design replaced the Lincoln Memorial that had been used from 1959 to 2008. The Union Shield consists of 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies, and a horizontal bar across the top symbolizing the federal government. It's a powerful image that represents Lincoln's efforts to preserve the Union during one of the most turbulent times in U.S. history. The 2018 penny may seem common, but like all coins, certain factors can make it stand out and dramatically increase its value, especially to collectors. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 2018 penny. On the obverse, we have the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner over a century ago. This image of Lincoln has become one of the most famous and enduring designs in the world of numismatics. Lincoln is shown in a dignified pose, looking forward, symbolizing hope and leadership. On the reverse, we have the Union Shield design by Lyndall Base. This symbol highlights the strength of the United States as a unified nation, despite the many challenges it has faced throughout history. The words E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, are inscribed above the shield, emphasizing the unity of the states. Beneath the shield, the words 1 cent stand proudly, reminding us of the coin's denomination. While these design elements are standard, certain features of the 2018 penny can make it much more valuable than you might think. So, why is the 2018 penny particularly interesting? While millions of these pennies were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, only a few have emerged as rare and valuable gems. The key factors that contribute to their worth are their condition, any unique minting errors, and how well preserved they are. Condition plays a huge role in the value of any coin, and for the 2018 penny, finding one in mint state condition, meaning it has no signs of wear or damage, is becoming increasingly rare. Most pennies go straight into circulation and show signs of use quickly, but if you've managed to keep a 2018 penny in perfect, uncirculated condition, its value could skyrocket. Coins like these are highly sought after by collectors who are willing to pay a premium for pristine examples, but there's more. One of the reasons some 2018 pennies are worth far more than their face value is because of minting errors. These errors can occur during the production process, and collectors love them because they are unique and rare. A mint error could be something like an off-center strike, where the coin is not perfectly aligned when struck, or a double die error, where part of the design is accidentally struck twice. In 2018, a few notable errors were discovered on some pennies. These include coins with die cracks, which are visible lines or splits on the coin's surface caused by a damaged die. These types of errors are not only rare but also highly valuable to collectors. If you happen to have a 2018 penny with one of these errors, you might be holding onto something truly special. Even without errors, the rarity of finding a 2018 penny in near-perfect condition is enough to make collectors excited. As time passes, more and more of these coins become worn down, and the number of high-grade, uncirculated pennies dwindles. Coins that are graded in mint state by professional services like PCGS or NGC are the most valuable. Collectors are constantly searching for high-grade coins to add to their collections, and if you've managed to keep your 2018 penny in excellent condition, or if you've come across one with a rare error, you could be looking at a coin worth far more than 1 cent. So, how can you tell if your 2018 penny is one of the valuable ones? First, examine its condition. Does it still have its original luster, or is it dull and worn? Coins that have been circulated will show signs of wear, but if your penny is uncirculated and still shiny, you might be in luck. Next, look closely for any minting errors. You can use a magnifying glass to check for any unusual details, like doubling in the text or images, cracks in the design, or off-center strikes. If you suspect you have an error coin or a penny in mint state condition, consider getting it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. These services will give your coin an official grade, which can significantly boost its value. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much could your 2018 penny be worth? Well, while most 2018 pennies will only ever be worth their face value, those in mint state condition or those with rare errors can be worth much, much more. In fact, one of these rare 2018 pennies recently sold for an astonishing $55,000. That's right, $55,000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that something as small and seemingly insignificant as a penny could be worth so much money. So, the next time you find a 2018 penny, don't just toss it aside, take a closer look, because you never know if you're holding a small fortune in your hand. Today's video, we're taking a deep dive into a coin you might already have in your pocket or piggy bank, the United States of America 1 cent coin from 2019. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny, but by the end of this video, you'll be surprised to find out how much some of these coins could be worth. Spoiler alert! It could be life-changing. Stick around to find out exactly how much this penny could be worth. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. let's start by diving into the background of the 2019 US penny. The Lincoln cent, as it's commonly known, has a long and storied history. First issued in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's image. Since then, the Lincoln cent has become a staple of American currency and a symbol of American history. In 2010, the design on the reverse of the penny changed to the Union Shield, which has been featured on the penny ever since, including on the 2019 version. This Union Shield design symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States, with its 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies and a horizontal bar across the top symbolizing the federal government. The 2019 penny may seem like a modern, everyday coin, but don't be fooled, there's more to it than meets the eye. The key to unlocking its potential value lies in the details, and we're about to explore exactly what makes this particular penny so special. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 2019 US penny. On the obverse, or front side of the coin, we have the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This iconic image has graced the penny for over a century, depicting Lincoln in a dignified and thoughtful pose. Lincoln's image on the penny symbolizes his role in preserving the Union during one of the most challenging periods in U.S. history, the Civil War. On the reverse, we find the Union Shield, designed by Lyndall Bass. This symbol is a tribute to the strength and unity of the United States. The shield consists of 13 vertical stripes, representing the original 13 colonies, while the bar across the top represents the federal government. Above the shield, the phrase E pluribus unum is inscribed, which means out of many, one, a reminder of the unity that defines the nation. While this design is standard for pennies minted from 2010 onwards, some 2019 pennies hold unique characteristics that can make them highly valuable to collectors. Let's find out why. So, what makes the 2019 penny stand out among the millions of pennies in circulation? Well, like any coin, its condition plays a huge role in its value. Finding a 2019 penny in mint state condition, meaning it has never been circulated or shows no signs of wear, can already make it more valuable than your average penny. But that's just the beginning point. One of the most exciting things about the 2019 penny is that certain rare versions or errors exist that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. These could include coins that have slight variations, such as double dies or off-center strikes, where the design is imprinted twice or not perfectly centered. These kinds of minting errors are rare and highly prized by collectors because they are essentially one-of-a-kind coins. Let's talk about error coins, which are some of the most exciting finds for any coin collector. In 2019, a few special errors and variations were discovered in the US penny, and they are worth keeping an eye out for. One of the most notable types of errors is the double die. A double die occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly between strikes, causing parts of the design, like the text or Lincoln's portrait, to appear doubled. This error can often be seen most clearly in the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." If you have a penny with a clear double die error, its value could skyrocket. Another error to look out for is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not perfectly aligned during the minting process, resulting in part of the design being cut off or shifted. Off-center strikes can range from minor to extreme, and the more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin could be. In addition to these errors, there are also other variants, like coins struck on improperly prepared planchets, which can result in different metal compositions or unusual appearances. These kinds of unique characteristics can make your 2019 penny worth far more than its face value. Rarity is key when it comes to coin collecting, and while billions of pennies were minted in 2019, finding one in flawless condition or with a rare error is incredibly difficult. Most pennies quickly enter circulation and suffer from wear and tear, but the ones that remain in perfect condition, known as mint state coins, are highly sought after by collectors. Coins that have been professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC with high marks in the mint state range are especially valuable, but what really excites collectors are those rare error coins. Because each error is unique, no two are exactly alike, and that uniqueness adds significant value. A high-grade 2019 penny with an error or rare variant can attract serious attention from collectors and auction houses, driving up its price significantly. So, how can you tell if your 2019 penny is one of the valuable ones? First, take a close look at its condition. Does it still have its original mint luster, or is it dull and worn? If it appears untouched and flawless, you might have something special. Next, examine the details of the coin under a magnifying glass. Look closely at the words Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the date. Do you see any doubling or unusual marks? If so, you might have a double die error. Also, check the alignment of the design. If it appears off-center, you could be holding an off-center strike. If you think you have a rare or valuable coin, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase your coin's value and provide collectors with confidence in its authenticity and condition. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much could a rare 2019 penny be worth? While most 2019 pennies will only ever be worth their face value of 1 cent, certain versions, especially those with errors or in mint state condition, could be worth an extraordinary amount of money. In fact, one of these rare 2019 pennies recently sold for a jaw-dropping $50,000. That's right, $50,000 for a single penny. Who knew that something as common as a penny could be worth so much? So, the next time you come across a 2019 penny, don't just toss it into your change jar, take a closer look. You might be holding a small fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest discoveries. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.